She thought giving my lakefront to her cousin would go unnoticed. But when I built the fence of a lifetime, the entire HOA and half the town showed up in shock. Hey, why is there a pontoon boat on my dock? Looks like someone's already using it. Is this a rental? No, this is my lakefront. That dock belongs to my property. I didn't authorize anything. Oh, you must be mistaken. Karen. From the HOA said it was part of the shared lake access now. Shared lake access? There's no such thing. This is private property. It's been deeded to this lot for over 20 years. You'll have to talk to Karen. She told us her cousin was allowed to dock here now. Her cousin. Excuse me. Yes, her cousin Josh. He's just visiting from out of town. She said the HOA recently updated the lakefront rules to allow guest docking for relatives of board members. That's not even legal. There's nothing in the bylaws about that. Karen said it was passed in a recent emergency meeting. No notices were sent. I never received a ballot. There hasn't been a meeting since spring. We'll maybe check with her directly. I'm just repeating what she told everyone. Fine, where is she? She was walking by the trail earlier. Should still be nearby, Karen. Can we talk? Oh, I was just about to text you. Isn't it lovely out here? Why is there a boat on my dock? Oh, that's my cousin Josh's. He's just visiting for a week or two. He's using my dock. Yes, I know. The board voted last month to open up certain parts of the lakefront to HOA guests and extended family, to promote community bonding. It was a unanimous vote. There was no notice. I never voted. You were marked absent. The board decided not to delay the motion. You can't do that. That dock is listed under my deed. It's part of my lot. Technically, it's within the lake easement. The board has oversight. No, I checked the survey when I bought this place. That dock was built and paid for by the original owner and maintained privately. We've been reviewing easement language. There's a gray area. It's being reinterpreted under new guidelines. You're not a lawyer. You're not a judge. You can't just reinterpret property boundaries. We're doing what's best for the neighborhood. Nor are doing what's best for your cousin. That's uncalled for. Josh is a wonderful guest. He's respectful. Using my space without permission. That's trespassing. Not if it's common access now. There's no legal basis for that. I don't see any paperwork showing the board authorized this. The documents are being finalized. When you had no right to act before. They were finalized. You're really going to be difficult about this? I'm going to be legal about this. This is theft of access. You're exaggerating. It's a dock. For a few days, it's my dock, my land, my view. I didn't pay lakefront premiums to have strangers park boats in front of my living room. Well, if you're going to escalate this, I'll need to call an emergency meeting. You can call whoever you want. I'm contacting my lawyer. Is that really necessary? Yes, because this isn't about lake access. It's about you trying to benefit your family by overstepping authority. That's not what this is. You didn't notify homeowners. You didn't share minutes. You didn't get approval. You just gave away access to my land. It's for the greater good. It's just a dock. Then why didn't you offer up your dock? Because mine is on the far side. Less convenient. You chose what's easier for your cousin and pushed it onto my property. I didn't push anything. You handed him my lakefront like you owned it. Well, clearly, this is becoming hostile. No, this is becoming legal. Don't want to start a war with the HOA. You already did. Is this how your HOA usually operates? No, this is the first time something like this has happened. Does she get away with things often? She's been on the board for a while. People don't question her much. Well, they're going to start. She probably didn't think you'd be back so soon. That's the problem, she assumed. And now she's going to find out what happens when someone pushes too far. What are you going to do? I'm going to review the plat map. Contact the county recorder. Then I'm going to shut this nonsense down. Sound serious? Is because if she gets away with this, what's next? My fire pit? My guest house? My whole property? You have my support? Few other neighbors aren't happy either. Good. Then it's time we put Karen back in her place. You want help? Yes. Start by taking photos of that boat. Get timestamps. I'll handle the legal side. Got it. Let's remind the HOA what private property means. I pulled my deed. It clearly shows the lakefront as part of my parcel. No shared access. No easement. You're sure? 100%. It even includes GPS coordinates and dock placement. And how did she claim it was part of the common area? She didn't just claim it. She fabricated it. I checked the HOA meeting logs. There's no mention of any vote or motion. She said it passed unanimously. There was no meeting. Nothing official has been recorded for over 3 months. She lied to everyone, not just lied. She forged documentation. I found a fake memo uploaded to the HOA portal. What did it say? That the board voted to open select lakefront zones to shared HOA access for extended family and guests. Dated last month. Who signed it? Karen. Only Karen. No co-signers. No witness names. And it uses the wrong HOA letterhead. Made her own documents? Yes. She uploaded them as PDFs to make them look official, but I checked the metadata. She created them herself from her home IP. That's insane. She didn't expect anyone to look that closely. What about other board members? Did they approve it? I called 2 of them. They had no idea it even existed. One of them resigned last week. He said she was going rogue. She's been doing this for a while, hasn't she? She's unchecked. Most people are too scared or too lazy to challenge her. But giving away part of your lakefront to her cousin, it crosses the line? She knew what she was doing. Why she backdated the fake memo. What else did you find? I pulled county GIS records. The dock is well within my property boundary. There's no dispute on file, no shared zoning. So legally, it's your space. Absolutely. And now I have video of her cousin. Using it, I also got security cam footage of Karen walking him down there key in hand. She gave him access like it was hers. She opened the gate to my backyard. You can see it on video.
Yeah?
He was carrying a cooler, like it was his private retreat. She broke onto your property. Let's criminal trespass. What are you planning to do next? I've got a meeting with a real estate attorney. I'm preparing a CSA and DISIS letter. Will that be enough? It's just the beginning. If they ignore it, I'll file a formal complaint with the HOA Oversight Board and escalate to civil court. What about the police? If I go to them now, they'll treat it like a neighborhood dispute. I need more evidence. Want? Help. Yes. I need to document every incident. Every time that boat shows up, every time Karen or her cousin sets foot on my dock, I'll keep watch. We can build a log. Good. Okay. I'm also compiling screenshots, emails, portal uploads, and text messages. Everything she said about this so-called vote, she's going to panic. She should. Because once the HOA realizes she faked votes and altered documents, she's out. What if she fights it? She can't argue with the law. The deed, survey, and public records all back me. She might spin it. She can spin all she wants. I'm not just fighting for myself, finding a precedent. You think others might have been targeted? I'd bet on it. Once someone abuses power once, they keep pushing. How far will you take this? As far as I have to. She made this personal. Now I'm making it legal. The plan after the letter? Once I serve it, I'll install a physical boundary, something legal, secure, and unmistakable. A fence? Better. A structure that marks the end of my property and sends a message. She won't like that. She's not supposed to. She needs to understand boundaries, both legal and literal. She'll say it's petty. She gave away my land. This is accountability. Let me know if you need witnesses. Will, and if you hear anything in the HOA chat or meetings, record it. Screenshots, logs everything. This is going to get messy, isn't it? Probably. But I'm done being polite. It's time she learns that homeowners have rights. 2. She thinks she won, but I've got plans she won't see coming. What kind of plans? A custom-built structure. Not just a fence, something bold, beautiful, and perfectly legal. You're putting up a barrier? Not just any barrier? An architectural statement. I've already spoken with a zoning attorney and a property architect. You're serious. Dead serious. They pulled the property plat, reviewed the setbacks, height limits, and HOA restrictions. And everything I'm planning is within code. No violations. Nothing she can block. What exactly are you building? An 8-foot privacy fence made from steel and reclaimed oak? Industrial-grade posts sunk in concrete? Laser-cut panels with a lake wave pattern? The kind of thing people stop to stare at. That's going to look expensive. It is. And worth every penny. Karen's, my land. It defines my land. Karen won't be able to stand it. She won't be able to touch it. Submitted the courtesy notice to the HOA, just to be polite. She won't approve it. She doesn't have to. It's not a structure under her jurisdiction. It's a privacy enhancement on private property. She's going to lose her mind. Let her. I even added motion-activated lighting for nighttime security. What about the view? I made sure the pattern lets me keep my lake view from inside but blocks access and line of sight. From outside, you thought of everything. I had to. She's the kind of person who finds loopholes. So I sealed every one. When is it going up? Materials are arriving this week. Contractor starts next Monday. He said it'll take 3 days. You sure she won't try to interfere? I'll have cameras recording the whole installation. If she steps foot on my land again, she'll get served in real time. You should sell tickets. Might go viral anyway. People love watching HOA tyrants get put in their place. Does the design include the dock? Yes. I'm extending the fence so that the dock is entirely enclosed, gate-locked, only accessible with a key card. She'll lose it. Let her. I'm done playing defense. This is a fence. Did your lawyer approve all of it? He signed off on every inch. Even suggested I add signage to warn against unauthorized entry. You going too? Oh yes. Reflective plaques with the penal code for trespassing. That's cold. It's justice. Oh, she's going to try to rally the board? She already did. I received an email demanding I reconsider the community impact of my installation. And I forwarded it to my lawyer with one line, "See attached HOA overreach attempt." What did he say? Proceed as planned. She picked the wrong neighbor to mess with. She picked the wrong property. This fence will remind her whose land she tried to steal. You're turning your lakefront into a fortress. No, a masterpiece. People are going to start walking by just to admire it. She'll call it an eyesore. She can call it whatever she wants. The city calls it compliant. Should throw a fence party when it's done? Don't tempt me. I'm thinking of inviting every neighbor she's annoyed in the last 5 years. I'd show up with popcorn. Then it's settled. She's going to try to retaliate somehow. Let her try. Every move she makes now is being logged. I'm even saving her voicemails. You think she'll back off? No, but the more noise she makes, the stronger my case becomes if I have to sue. You're thinking lawsuit? If she escalates again? Absolutely. I'm already building a file. What about her cousin? He hasn't come back since the warning letter. I think he knows he wasn't supposed to be here. Karen probably told him you were bluffing. She found out I wasn't. This whole thing started because she wanted to hand out lake access like party favors. Now she'll have a front row seat to the wall she forced me to build. Is that a crane in your driveway? Yeah. They're lowering the steel frames. Ground anchors go in today. It looks ... intense. Supposed to. Karen wanted a statement? She's getting one. She's standing across the street, arms folded, just watching. Let her. She already tried to call the zoning office this morning. Seriously, they called me back. Said she accused me of violating Lakeview preservation laws. Is that a thing? What? For privately owned parcels? My fence is under the legal height limit? What did the city say? They told her, quote, "We've reviewed the permit requirements, and there's nothing out of compliance." Oof, that must have stung. She sent me an email 5 minutes later, full of passive-aggressive nonsense. It say, "We are concerned that your new construction creates emotional distress for neighboring homeowners and alters the tranquil character of the shared lakeside experience." She actually said emotional distress, like my fence is traumatizing her cousin's boat. What did you reply? Didn't just forwarded it to my attorney and smiled? Contractors working fast. It already covers half the dock. They're professionals. Custom welded. Panels, powder-coated frames. They'll finish by tomorrow. She's pacing now. Talking to 2 other board members. Good, let them all witness what accountability looks like. She just stormed over to the foreman. I told him not to respond to her. It's been briefed. She's waving her phone, pointing at the fence, trying to intimidate him probably. He doesn't care. He builds celebrity security gates in the city. She picked the wrong project to mess with. I made sure everything about this job was bulletproof. She's walking back now, red in the face. She'll stew. Then she'll try to rally people against me. She already did. Sent out a mass HOA email calling your fence a hostile monument of isolation. She's calling my property improvement hostile. She claims it undermines neighborly unity and destroys lakefront aesthetics. Funny. Nobody said a word when her cousin parked a neon green jet ski on my dock. She's losing support. Even Lisa from the North Trail said Karen's out of line. About time people woke up. The fence looks incredible, by the way. Modern, clean, not even ugly. That's the part she hates most. Something garish she could complain about. Instead, you gave her architecture. Exactly. Now she's stuck looking at it. You think she'll back down now? Not yet. But every tantrum makes my case stronger. Did you see the local Facebook group? Know what's going on? Someone posted a photo of your fence going up with the caption, "When HOA overreach meets homeowner genius?" You're kidding. Over 600 likes. People are commenting like crazy. Good, let the community see what she tried to pull. There's even a meme of Karen yelling at the fence, "That's gold. Send it to me. She's going to hate this attention." Should have thought about that before handing my lakefront to her cousin. She underestimated you. She thought I'd roll over. Instead, I installed a monument. What if she files a formal complaint? She's welcome to. The city has everything on file. So does my attorney. What if she cuts through it or damages it? I have 24/7 surveillance now. Infrared night vision and cameras facing. Every panel, she's boxed in. She boxed herself in. All I did was mark my line. This is going to be the most talked about fence in HOA history. Good. Let it be a symbol of what? Of what happens when a power-hungry Karen crosses the wrong neighbor. Is that a crane in your driveway? Yeah, they're lowering the steel frames. Ground anchors go in today. It looks ... intense. Supposed to. Karen wanted a statement. She's getting one. She's standing across the street, arms folded, just watching. Let her. She already tried to call the zoning office this morning. Seriously, they called me back. Said she accused me of violating Lakeview preservation laws. Is that a thing? Not. For privately owned parcels, my fence is under the legal height limit. What did the city say? They told her, quote, "We've reviewed the permit requirements. There's nothing out of compliance." Moof, that must have stung. She sent me an email 5 minutes later, full of passive-aggressive nonsense. What did it say? "We are concerned that your new construction creates emotional distress for neighboring homeowners and alters the tranquil character of the shared lakeside experience." She actually said emotional distress. Like my fence is traumatizing her cousin's boat. What did you reply? Didn't? Just forwarded it to my attorney and smiled. Contractors working fast. It already covers half the dock. They're professionals. Custom welded. Panels, powder-coated frames. They'll finish by tomorrow. She's pacing now, talking to 2 other board members. Good. Let them all witness what accountability looks like. She just stormed over to the foreman. I told him not to respond to her. It's been briefed. She's waving her phone, pointing at the fence, trying to intimidate him probably. He doesn't care. He builds celebrity security gates in the city. She picked the wrong project to mess with. I made sure everything about this job was bulletproof. She's walking back now, red in the face. She'll stew. Then she'll try to rally people against me. She already did. Sent out a mass HOA email calling your fence a hostile monument of isolation. She's calling my property improvement hostile. She claims it undermines neighborly unity and destroys lakefront aesthetics. Funny. Nobody said a word when her cousin parked a neon green jet ski on my dock. She's losing support. Even Lisa from the North Trail said Karen's out of line. About time people woke up. Fence looks incredible, by the way. Modern, clean. Not even ugly. That's the part she hates most. She expected. Something garish she could complain about. Instead, you gave her architecture. Exactly. Now she's stuck looking at it. You think she'll back down now? Not yet. But every tantrum makes my case stronger. Did you see the local Facebook group? No, what's going on? Someone posted a photo of your fence going up with the caption, "When HOA overreach meets homeowner genius." You're kidding. Over 600 likes. People are commenting like crazy. Good. Let the community see what she tried to pull. There's even a meme of Karen yelling at the fence. That's gold. Send it to me. She's going to hate this attention. Should have thought about that before handing my lakefront to her cousin. She underestimated you. She thought I'd roll over. Instead, I installed a monument. What if she files a formal complaint? She's welcome to. The city has everything on file. So does my attorney. What if she cuts through it or damages it? I have 24/7 surveillance now. Infrared night vision. Cameras facing. Every panel, she's boxed in. She boxed herself in. All I did was mark my line. It's going to be the most talked about fence in HOA history. Good. Let it be a symbol. Hey. Did you see the news this morning? Hey. 1. My inbox hasn't stopped buzzing. Channel 7 ran a segment. Homeowner builds legal wall after HOA land grab. They showed the entire fence. Knew it would go viral. I didn't expect it to hit local TV. It even interviewed 2 neighbors. Both said Karen overstepped, and you did the right thing. She wanted attention. Now she's got it. She's not taking it well. Sent out a 3-page response statement to the HOA. I read it. Full of denial, half-truths, and claims about protecting community values, she accused you of creating division. She divided this place the moment she tried to hand out my property like a party favor. What happened at the emergency board meeting? She walked in like she was untouchable. Left with her voice shaking, they removed her, voted her out. 6-1. The only person who sided with her was her cousin, who doesn't even live here. Exactly. And now the HOA is launching a full audit of the last year's decisions. Good. They need to clean house. She tried to pretend this was all a misunderstanding. After faking documents, staging an illegal vote, and breaking into your doc, I brought printouts, metadata, timestamps, board member statements. They had no defense. How'd the room react? Silent. A few gasps. One neighbor clapped when I mentioned the video footage. She's officially done. She packed up her things that afternoon. I heard she's listing her house. She's leaving. That's what the word is. Can't stand the look she's getting. She brought it on herself. Now the fence is a neighborhood landmark. Her taking pictures in front of it. Someone even put it on a t-shirt. Respect the line. That's hilarious. Are you keeping the fence up permanently? Absolutely. It's not just a fence, it's a message. Think she'll try anything else before she leaves? She, TRIED, filing a petty complaint with the county about noise from construction. It got tossed out in 10 minutes. She's grasping at anything. She lost. And now she has to live with that for as long as she's here. Did your lawyer say anything about next steps? We're still deciding if we'll press for damages or leave it at this. You could win. I know, but honestly, the damage to her reputation is already priceless. The whole town knows her now. Not in a good way. She'll think twice before abusing power again wherever she ends up. You planning a celebration? Already did. Invited the whole block. Barbecue, music, lawn chairs by the lake. Bet. That felt good. It felt like justice. You're a legend now. I didn't want to be. But I wasn't going to let someone steal from me. You didn't just win. You changed everything. And now, no one in this HOA will ever blindly trust again? Of what? Of what happens when a power-hungry Karen crosses the wrong neighbor.